Hi, my name is Richard. I'm doing a video for Hayes in his 8 a.m. class. I'm doing a review of the book, The Screwtape Letters. Now, I downloaded this book from truechristianity.info. They had a free download. They have other opportunities for you to download additional materials that are in the public domain. This book is composed of a collection of letters from a upper-level management demon named Screwtape. Wormwood, who is the nephew of Screwtape, is just starting his career of tempting his patient, as they're called, tempting them to fall away from Christ. Screwtape's advice to his nephew and description of human behavior really displays the hypocrisy and shallowness of average Christian lives and just kind of pours it out there for you to see. There's hardly anything that this book doesn't cover. From sexual issues to money and friendships, everything was up for scrutiny in this book. Because these are the letters of the senior demon to his nephew, we really don't get to see that interaction and the response from how his nephew's doing. And so a lot of that has to be inferred from the tone of additional letters or even, different writings and congratulatory sentences that Screwtape puts in there for his nephew Wormwood. Honestly, when I first started reading this book, there was kind of a learning curve for me. Unlike most Christian stories where the hero or heroine is of Christian faith or, God our Father himself, the heroes and the emphasis is really around the devil and his kingdom and his realm. So you may hear phrases in the book or read phrases in the book, if you will, talking about our Father, and they're referring to the devil and not actually God our Father, or talking about the enemy and really using that to contrast that Jesus is the enemy, Christ and his kingdom is the enemy. The most impactful realization for me is the way that trickery and deception was encouraged. Everything was very subtle and downplayed. I know for me as a Christian, it's really hard for me to live a life that is void of compromise. But honestly, seeing these tactics and kind of having that realization in the front of my mind of how temptation and things like that creeps in is really encouraging for me as a Christian. It feels weird to say that, but when we know and understand the tactics of the enemy, we can fight that much stronger. This book has really impressed in me to really guard and protect myself and to keep my strengths and weaknesses in check. One of my favorite quotes, not found in this book, talks about how our strength that's unguarded, so our unguarded strength, is our greatest weakness. When we allow the areas that we are secure in to become unchecked, your Wormwood or your Screwtape have that much more power and control to come in and secretly, quietly tempt you and tell you that certain things are okay. I find it very interesting that when C.S. Lewis wrote this book and he put it in his words, he wrote it from a perspective of another Christian, someone who's struggling or dealing with different things. But in order to write that and have that much vulnerability into the book, he was writing it from his own life lessons and his own perspectives. It doesn't matter what state you are as a Christian, we can all grow and benefit from guarding ourselves, guarding our testimony, and guarding our mind and thoughts from these easy, simple, almost menial attacks of the devil. Thank you.